Welcome back to the channel. We back. It's Sunday. Xbox Game Showcase time. And I swear, I think this is probably the only showcase. I mean, we'll know by the end if this is the only showcase that actually shows up this year. Because what was Summer Games Fest? What was State of Play from PlayStation? And did y'all know IO put on a showcase after Summer Games Fest? I seen a 2 hour showcase from IO Interactive, and I'm like, why was they on Sony's stage and why was they on Jeff Keighley's stage if they were putting their own showcase on? That was out. I don't understand it, bro. I don't really understand what the hell the gaming industry is up to. But Microsoft is here. Xbox is here to save the day because it's Xbox Game Showcase time. We got 15 minutes until the showcase begins, and I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited right now. They're showing freaking Fallout for some reason. Not sure why Fallout is the countdown, but are they opening with more Fallout knowledge? Maybe Fallout 3's remake because of Oblivion's remake doing so well. That Fallout remake could be the next one on Bethesda's agenda. That could be the case. Right now, it's just Fallout countdown time. It has 13 minutes or something of the like. Hold on, I can move this a little bit. And they're just fishing away. So we still got 12 and a half minutes until the showcase start. You know what would be funny as hell? What I think would actually be really great is if when before these live streams start, they have Phil ass actually playing, like actually just live streaming. Him just playing the fucking game. Because you know, he played the fuck out of Fallout 76 for some reason. He actually really liked the game. I don't think Fallout 76 is fun at all. But Phil Spencer runs Xbox. He runs Microsoft Gaming. He enjoys playing Fallout 76. They should have his ass live streaming, playing games before every fucking showcase. Just force his ass to play the game. That's all he wants to do anyway. We be seeing his ass online, bro. You can add that nigga on Xbox. He be online playing games, and it's like, bro, aren't you a CEO of a $1 trillion corporation? Don't you got work to do? Nah, this nigga actually be playing games. He actually be playing games, and it's funny as hell. They should have his ass do a live stream. Or Phil ass just playing the game before, because the showcase is pre-recorded. They're not live. This is a pre-recorded event. They already did this. That's why I think the showcase might be like an hour long. And then I think the Outer Worlds 2 is the next hour. But yeah, they should make Phil ass play the game. Just make his ass play a game and live stream that motherfucker before the showcase starts. That should be so entertaining. And no other gaming CEO would ever be able to replicate that. Because Phil is a gamer. And the rest of their ass are just niggas in suits that make decisions. So I think that would be such a good PR boost. They're actually catching fish. I didn't know you can fish in Fallout. Like Fallout 76? I didn't even know this mechanic existed. They've added so much to Fallout 76 since nobody played it. I think they've revived it, kind of. Maybe. I still don't know anybody that actually plays the fucking game. But they definitely still update content and add more things. Because they definitely didn't have fishing when I played it. Or did they? And I just didn't know. I don't know, bro. I played Fallout 76 for maybe like 2 or 3 hours. And I was like, this is not Fallout. Mostly because I don't like new Fall. I don't like the new direction Fallout has been taken. Fallout 3 is Fallout. I never played Fallout 1 and 2 because they were like top down, little. They were strange. Fallout 3 is Fallout. Fallout New Vegas is the best Fallout mechanically anyway. I think I like Fallout 3's story more than Fallout New Vegas story. But Fallout New Vegas mechanically was the best Fallout. The swapping out ammo types, the way you could craft weapons and all that. Like everything Obsidian did to boost Fallout with Fallout New Vegas should have been what Bethesda used for Fallout 4, and they ruined Fallout. I say it plain and clear. They ruined Fallout. But Fallout 4, where's Fallout 4? I got that bitch right here, don't I? No, Fallout 4 is over there. Ruined. I played Fallout 4. I don't even know how long. I can't even tell you. I don't remember. But I played Fallout 4 and I hated it. Oh, what's good, Hendrix? It's Xbox Game Showcase time today. In 9 minutes, actually. But yeah, Bethesda definitely ruined Fallout with Fallout 4. And then it only got worse with Fallout 76. And I understand it was all in the name of streamlining, all in the name of simplification. But they ruined the fuck out of Fallout because of it. That shit got so bad. I think I need to shrink this down, don't I? Okay, there it is. Yeah, but I understand the idea behind it. But that shit's horrible. You say you never played Fallout? None of them? Not Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout. I got Fallouts everywhere. I don't got the case for Fallout 3. I got the discs though. Cause I got the game disc and a DLC disc. Fallout New Vegas is over there. I got the game case for that. Fallout 4 is over there. I think it's over there. It should be. Oh, it's at the bottom because I don't like it. It's at the bottom of that rack over there. Like, hold on. Camera, over there. That rack. Fallout 4 is the last case over there. And you said was your type of game? Understandable. It was like I mean, it's an RPG game. It wasn't too deep mechanically. That's why I think Fallout New Vegas gets more love. Is because the mechanics were definitely more complex. You said it was hard for you to get into. Understandable. Fallout isn't one of those. Fallout is a strange game. It felt so off when I first played Fallout 3 for the first time. It was so strange. Only because it was it was different. But I played Oblivion before that, so I kind of like understood. I understood like okay, I have to play this game slow and steady. The tutorial in that game is probably phenomenal. Were you just born? Because like you're a baby, you just get born and you like slowly grow up in the vault, and they like teach you things. They teach you shooting. They teach you uh the mechanics for like sneaking and stuff like that. So the tutorial for that was really good. And then they just drop your ass out into the wasteland, and you just have to figure it out after that. And that's where a lot of people probably was like, God damn, why did y'all do this to us? But that it was actually really good. It was actually really good. I enjoyed it a lot. They got boats. When the fuck did Fallout 76 get boating? And this nigga sleeping on a boat. This was not. I swear, I don't think that was in Fallout 76. Are they showing us new shit and just not saying anything? Is that what this is? Cause high key, I'm getting a feeling that these are new mechanics, and they're just now they're just showing us. You say you didn't realize how much you like playing games until you lost your Xbox. Sometimes it be like that. Cause there's like I didn't realize how much I enjoyed playing wrestling games, especially like back in the day. until there was no good wrestling game. And now I think back and I'm like, I was a wrestling fan because of the games. I don't really watch like Raw or SmackDown or nothing like that no more. I do see highlights on YouTube every now and again. But like I used to enjoy wrestling because the games were good. And now that the games are trash, I really don't interact with that sport no more. I don't know why that is. Cause I mean I still like wrestling. It's just the games fucking suck. So now I can't interact with wrestling like I used to. I can still watch it, I guess. It's on Netflix now. You can just turn it on, watch some episodes, but like it's not the same because the games fucking suck. Just like basketball. Like I used to play basketball, like 2K, NBA Live, and I used to watch basketball a lot. Now I don't even interact with the sport the same, bro. I look at it every now and again. We talk about it, but I'm not like looking forward to the next game. I'm not watching out for the latest trades and the drama anymore, because I'm not even interacting with the games no more. And that's a crazy reality to come to. But yeah, you got to get you another Xbox, bro. So then we can link, play Call of Duty. We'll be playing Warzone every now and again. Where I do whenever my friends are playing. I'd be like, okay, bro, I'll get on there, catch a couple bodies, get a couple dubs. Warzone is still an interesting game sometimes. It's still, I see. I don't know the metas and shit because I don't play Call of Duty as much as I used to. So every time I come back to the game and the meta's different, I swear, bro, I'd be like, well, I know it's because the game is live service. They have to keep shifting and keep changing because they got to keep the game fresh. They got to keep people on their toes, things like that. But for me, nigga, when I'm a part-time gamer, it's the worst. Because I get on there, my gun is outclassed, I'm outmatched. Niggas are doing crazy new moves. All my old texts are patched out. And I'm like, Activision, why you keep hoeing the part-time gamer? They keep hoeing the part-time gamer, bro. Because, like, I'm a casual now. I'm not hardcore no more. I can't be out here keeping track of all these metas, bro. All the patch notes. I ain't got time for you, Activision. You got too much time on your hands, bro. All these crazy skins, bro. Every time I jump into Warzone with my friend, I see a new crazy ass skin, and that motherfucker be like 3 months old. Like, oh yeah, that was hellas ago. What the fuck, really? I just got last time. Like Ballerina is in the game. You know the new John Wick like story movie, like John Wick expanded universe movie. The Ballerina. It started on like Friday. Why the fuck do that sound like an ad? I'm not advertising. I swear. But the Ballerina movie came out on Friday. And that bitch is in Call of Duty. And I swear I got snuck by like two ballerinas yesterday, nigga. It's so crazy. I don't know why her skin is so hard to see. Even though it's kind of bright. It's not even dark. It's kind of bright, but the game is bright. So I'm running around. I get snuck by two ballerinas in two different Warzone games. I don't even think they were the same person. And John Wick's not even in the game. Is John Wick in Call of Duty? I need to check, bro. They got hella fucking characters in Call of Duty now. You see them? I seen that one clown from that one movie. I never even seen the movie, but I know the clown from the movie because I seen the memes. That I killed that nigga in the game, and he came back for revenge. And I was like, get the fuck out! Like the clown, I forget his name. I forget the name of the movie. It's the clown that wears black and white. Whatever the fuck the black and white clown goes. Yeah, it's almost time, bro. 1 minute out. What do you think they opened the show with? Cause I'm thinking it's either gonna be a Bethesda game. You said Xbox would deliver big time as always. They like they're carrying gaming for the past 3 years. They've literally had gaming on their fucking back. Microsoft has been carrying gaming from third place, bro. And it's like number three Microsoft Xbox is carrying gaming. Everybody, I'm talking about every console manufacturer, every console fan, and PC gamers alike are watching this Xbox showcase because they know they about to get something good. They know they about to get something good. But you see, State of Play, ass. Jeff Keighley's show was trash. No, it's about to start right now, bro. We 15 seconds out. We getting into it. Up there's the countdown. I might as well turn the volume back on. Get my headset ready. But I think they opened the show with either a Bethesda game or it's gonna be State of Decay. Like those, like that's what, like either it's from Bethesda or State of Decay 3. One of those two got to open the show. And it's Xbox Game Studios, so it might be. It's fucking Clockwork. I mean, I like Clockwork. Wait, no, it's what is it called? Wait, this is ending the show. Why are they showing this first? The Outer Worlds.
Do you think I'd care that the colony is in disarray? We didn't come to
I do like Outer
here
Worlds.
to get bogged down in pointless warfare. We came
You said,
to
what wild card you hoping pop up? I hope Atlas is here.
for profit.
Like if Persona 4's remake shows up on Xbox's stage, I'm gonna be so happy, bro. I'm gonna be so hyped. But the P4 remake showing up on Xbox's stage would be the wild card for me. Could we see what Sega's already doing with Space Marine? It's launching the Game Pass day one. They don't have a PlayStation version. So let Atlas show up on Xbox's stage with Persona 4.
And that world computer of theirs. That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism. Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
You said Rifts? Dragon Age Inquisition? I mean, Obsidian is always real good at co-oping other people's tech and just making it better. Who knows what they actually do with the Rift system? But yeah, it is Dragon Age Inquisition as hell that they got Rifts. Oh, you know, I just realized, like the TV show episode, this is right off the back of it. Did you just see the Batman explosive jail? Nah, Obsidian is stealing everybody's tech, bro. Giganticism. The big fucking gun from Doom. BFG! I forget what the actual name of the gun is.
An adventure made for capitalism by capitalism. Inflate our impressions and egos.
I was not expecting him to open the
after
show.
The showcase.
But it's fine. I enjoyed that.
World premiere.
New game?
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzaprom.
I fucking knew it, bro. Right when I saw those aliens, I'm like, this looks like the game with Stabby in it. And it's fucking high on life, bro. I like High on Life. I never played the DLC though. A flamethrowing snapping turtle? They got a fucking bow and arrow. Was that in it? No, that wasn't in the first game.
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
High on life. What the fuck? I'm in. Coming this winter. Xbox PC, Xbox Cloud, and Xbox Game Pass. Why did they put a new badge like that? Xbox PC,
World
Xbox
premiere.
Cloud. Another world premiere. They're back to back in that bitch. I swear this art style seems so familiar to me. You said, no, that's not Hellblade. It wouldn't be another Hellblade that fast. I think Hellblade takes a long time because they're movies in game form. Like Hellblade is legit a movie in game form. I'm so intrigued. What is this? A Minotaur. Resonance. Oh, it's a Plague Tale. I knew I seen this fucking art style before. I'm like, I've seen this art style before. It's a Plague Tale game. God damn it. My brain was fried trying to figure that out. I was like, I know I seen this art style before, but I could not find the... Is this an Xbox handheld? They're putting that motherfucker on the showcase stage? It's an Xbox Rogue Ally. Fucking Silk Song? Why y'all doing that, bro? Why are they doing that? They know everybody been waiting for Silk Song for like 5 years, and then they gonna put that motherfucker to play. They got Battle.net, Discord. Well, no, I don't think Microsoft is making their own handheld. I think this is the handheld that they get made because they're making software for third parties to make handhelds out of. So that is the Xbox OS, like mobile OS that they created.
At Xbox, we strive to put
Sarah!
the player first, and that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross-progression. We deliver Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming. So what's next? How can we give you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device. The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect. And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally.
Not that they'd
We
be
have
like, hey,
always
Silk Song's
wanted you
coming
to
out
have
this
the
year,
unique
by the
experience
way.
of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, smart TV, or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox today. And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere.
See, that's
And
good to know.
because it's Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have. Any game, anywhere. And we are giving it our all every day to make this vision real. But it all comes back to the games.
All right, Silver.
From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolves Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for you to explore. Thank you,
The
and
vampire
enjoy the
game.
rest of the show.
I like that vampire game. I mean, we seen the trailer and that motherfucker was fire. I didn't know Bandai was publishing that game though. Rebel Wolves. Oh, actually in game? Okay, we get to actually see what the game is like. We've seen the cinematic. Damn.
Monsters have always been here.
You said former Witcher devs? Yeah, that's what I
Watching
heard
from the shadows.
before.
And when we were at our weakest,
But in game
came
looks
out into
good.
the light. We feared for our lives. We should have feared for our souls instead.
I do want another vampire game, bro.
The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead.
This Witcher 3 ass music they playing.
Their worst nightmare.
He's Blade. This nigga's walking up walls?
A Dawnwalker. Trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all. He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
Next year. You said steel for, yeah, steel for humans, silver for monsters. Fucking Geralt, bro. That shit looks good. And look, they put the PlayStation and Steam logos in their fucking trailers, bro. Microsoft really are not on that hiding shit anymore.
World premiere.
They like, yeah, it's going to PlayStation 2. I'm about to say, bro, what the fuck is that Mario pipe pulling up at? Super Meat Boy got his girl kidnapped again? Now he's 3D. I am not playing this shit. Nah, Meat Boy be going through it. Trying to save his girl. I'm not. That ain't me, bro. Is that multiplayer Super Meat Boy?
Super Meat Boy 3D!
I know what I'm watching on YouTube. I know exactly what I'm watching on YouTube. I'm watching people speed run Super Meat Boy 3D. That shit's gonna be crazy. Xbox Game Studios presents. Is it State of Decay 3? Oh, this is a published game.
Watch your back, Yakumo.
Team
You're
Ninja.
not a criminal now.
Platinum.
I'll kill the Dark Dragon myself. It's my mission. My duty as a Raven Ninja.
Oh, so now we get like the story of new Ninja Gaiden. That drill spurt is fucking crazy.
Has its consequences.
This is it.
Sayori.
Ryu,
Ryu.
there's something I need your help with.
Nah, whoever made this gameplay is actually good. They hitting that shit, bro. You know the average player are not hitting those combos. Boss battles are still outrageous as fuck.
The Dark Dragon is mine.
Ninja Gaiden 4. That should look good. October 21st. Is it Fallout 3? Oh, it's Indiana Jones. Wait, we already know about Indiana Jones. What the fuck y'all doing? DLC or some shit?
Here we go.
Good luck, Indy.
What are you doing, Jones? Are you crazy?
Oh, the... Oh, it is DLC.
This is where it starts. Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of Antioch. Find a secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See. Defend the secret. They worshipped the giants.
The Order of the Giants. September 4th. You said I saw the Owlcat game? Owlcat?
World premiere.
I don't think I did. I don't know. When did it come out?
この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。
Game Freak? It's a Monster Hunter game. Oh, that's kind of cool. But I thought Game Freak make it Nintendo games.
西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
Beast of Reincarnation.
封じ子エマ、お前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる。
And it's coming to Game Pass day one. I thought Game Freak only made Pokemon games. I swear. I see the thing. I thought Game Freak only made Pokemon games. Now I need to go look at they.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine. Because they sweep their filth down to us.
Alright, so this is Clockwork.
Get your paper in! Who's for a paper?
Here's to playing in the mud.
In Exile Entertainment.
Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it sure is.
You said the game was holding out?
That's a clean sweep.
Who, Game Freak? I don't know if Nintendo let them flex their ability over Nintendo Switch. The fact that Game Freak doesn't does Nintendo not own Game Freak? I could have sworn they did.
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit. They were, trust your instincts, sir. Tall, yes, sir.
Built rather slim, well, muscular.
Mm-hmm.
Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Is this a Fallout game?
That's the fiend who rocked.
You said Game Freak not owned by them, but they only make
got my
games
good
for
side
Nintendo
this
for
time.
some reason. Until that
Breaking
one.
in's the easy part.
He made him piss himself.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a
You
better
said
deal.
Pokemon owned by
You
3
talk
niggas?
to me first.
Kinda
and
like how
him
Drake was.
Never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I'll show you touchy.
Damn.
There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No!
Damn.
I'll hurt you, you fucking meat.
Clockwork looked like a real deal. I think Fallout might be back, bro.
Or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed.
Gun customization? No, you're literally building guns. That's
Let's go
actually
and end a
tough.
few arguments. Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time.
Hey, that's how they do bats again? Okay.
Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the
What?
chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it.
No, but what are the implications of this, bro?
Go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell ya, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Nah, that's just tough, bro. It's such a basic mechanic, bro, but it's so tough. You say you like they lean into action way more? That's because they've been making like RTSs for how long? Not RTSs. They've been making tactical games in Exile for a long time. So now they're making an action-based game, like first person.
Our creative teams
action.
are dedicated to bringing players award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom, The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller. As you've seen in recent years, more and more of our characters, stories, and worlds are expanding to brand new audiences through TV and film. A Minecraft movie and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought millions of players into the game. We have more projects in the works as gaming continues to influence film and television like never before.
Clean up the Halo shit, bro.
When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the upcoming release of The Outer Worlds 2 this October.
Get ass a
Obsidian
raise.
is always delivering great games, and they have a third game launching this year. You'll get to go deeper on it in our Direct, but until then, let's take a look.
Third game, bro? Who the fuck is working at Obsidian, bro? 3 games in a year? Nah. Obsidian need a break. They've been carrying Xbox for like 5 years. Since they got bought.
You can't run from me, you foul.
And now they're releasing 3 games this year.
With new flexible legs, the yoke girth action figure can ride anything.
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on
Oh,
a
it's
ceremony
grounded.
commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil
said off-brand
company
Herman?
Eminent Practical
Herman's not good,
Technologies
bro.
was set to
We see what he's
dedicate
doing
a
over at
statue of the
PlayStation.
4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
So now it's grounded, but in a park.
You gotta keep them separated.
Is that a scorpion? Oh, hell no. Nah, nigga. Where the hell is that doctor at? I didn't know you can. I didn't know you can tame the animals. Like to ride a spider? When did they add that to Grounded 1?
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
Bloomberg.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual.
Oh, this game is more Dead Space than I thought it was gonna be.
They become exceptionally aggressive.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
Now this nasty as shit. Chronos.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Did you see the stomp? They definitely Dead Spacing the fuck out of this.
Such is our calling. Such is our calling.
That shit look wild, bro. I ain't playing it. It look good though, but it look kind of crazy. Damn, Bethesda's back at it again. Is it Fallout 3? Oh no, it's Elder Scrolls Online. Oh yeah, because they do have a new event coming out next month, don't they? You said Game Freak was leaked, but not that game? I thought the Game Freak leaks was about Typhlosion and weird Pokemon things that they had written on their computer. Oh, it's in October. Season of the Worm Cult, June 18th.
World premiere.
Yeah, that's why it was. It was out of nowhere that Game Freak showed up at an Xbox event. Cause yeah, usually everything about Game Freak is about what they do with Pokemon.
Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time. Evacuate now. Thomas, come in.
Ariane, you sacrificed everything for a new world to save mankind.
He said it must be a different division altogether. That could be. Don't Nod. When is Vampire 2 Don't Nod, bro? Like, come on now. They've been making a whole lot of new things. I like what Don't Nod is working on. Oh, this is like the climbing game. Jason. Look at the animation work. They're getting better. Like, Don't Nod is getting better every fucking release. You can just like watch their technical ability get better over time. Because you go look back at Vampire and then you see Banishers now. They've gotten so much better animating combat, cutscenes, all that shit.
Thomas, wherever you are, I'll find you.
What was that, Aphelion? Them we got lasers? Game Pass Day 1? Okay.
World premiere.
What they got for us?
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations, much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the Grand, a hotel famous across the land. Every room used to be in such high demand. Your wish I'll command here at the Grand.
He handed me a gun?
Hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off. You seem like a good man, like he was.
I'm in. They don't suspect a thing.
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will Wicker Man your ass.
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna start looking back. Don't make the same mistake your father made. In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
Why the fuck was that cat talking? Why does that art style look so familiar, bro? But they didn't say who made the game.
There are as many gods in the world as there are stars in the heavens. And when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland would be my daughter?
She unlocked the heavenly spear, but is she worthy?
What is this, Age of Empires? Looks like Age of Empires, or whatever the Age of Empires equivalent with the gods in it. Oh, Age of Mythology. Okay.
You can't rule if the heavenly spear is mine.
EVR Studio? I never heard of them.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐.
I mean, it's definitely a shooter. Damn.
당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는지?
They got zombies?
당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가? 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태. 지정태!
I would play that. I think I'm gonna play that. What the fuck? I want to see more of that game though. I kind of need to see more of that game.
World premiere.
It was a Korean first-person shooter, a zombie game, kind of. Okay, I played this.
Novo.
Yep, going to get snatched. His whole fucking, his whole village.
Dia Novo tu alibemo iwa lotaname. Ona utalima diefemo. Teonami. Toma tu acalio, terali.
That nigga did not make that jump. Don't worry, I fell through that shit too. They really put a fight sequence in a puzzle platformer. I wasn't expecting Planet Alana to get a second game. I'm not even gonna lie to you, cause usually they be like one-off stories. But I'm definitely gonna play it. I have to. I played the first one. It's like what was the encoded one called with the computers? I mean with the radio.
Well, hello there. Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say?
So
when it comes to
everything they
fishing,
showed in the beginning
Appalachia
was
is a
fucking
land
new.
aswim
I
with
knew they were just
opportunity.
putting that shit in plain
Yes,
sight,
you'll
bro.
find fish of all flavors in every walk of waterway, from its mightiest of rivers to its humblest of ponds. Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards. What do you got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails. Can you smell that?
No.
No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just gotta know where to look. Vault
Nuka-Cola
Life
cherry?
is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb? Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden. And nothing warms the heart like a neighborhood cookout. Ah, community makes a wasteland a waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
I knew that load screen, like that countdown screen in the beginning. There was shit I definitely didn't see in Fallout 76 before, and the whole time there was a new update in plain sight. Solo leveling? What is Solo doing here? I mean, those updates kind of get their own lights in places elsewhere. But yeah, they always put those updates here because, I mean, that's what Bethesda's working on, I guess. Four-player co-op, what the fuck? I don't know why they ruined solo leveling this fast. Like, the name of the show is Solo Leveling. Why the fuck would you make it co-op? They failed to see the premise of the game. Oh my goodness, bro. Like, if Solo Leveling had a game, why would it be multiplayer? It doesn't make sense. Like, whoever thought that idea was good
World premiere.
didn't watch the fucking anime. They didn't read the manga. Like, what the fuck is this? Dude, we just turn into a Pokemon? What the fuck? Nah, the implications of this game is outrageous. Nah, niggas gonna get the wrong idea when this comes out. It looked good though. It is a crazy concept though. So you just turn into a Pokemon and be fighting. There's some new shit coming. Will I play that?
Hey,
Maybe.
what's up, everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago. These games have changed my life, but more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world, and that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
July 11th. Okay. You know what we need? We need prototype. Give us Alex Mercer. Redo the whole series. I hike you don't know shit about skateboarding outside of the games. Now this shit look good.
Watch it, mate.
Of course, Mikey, yeah. Yeah, we saw this from the pre-order stuff. There's a demo? What? I gotta go download it. The fucking demo for Pro Skater.
World premiere.
Bro, I played the bro. You know how much I played Spiritfarer? Yeah, I don't know because I ain't show y'all. But like, Spiritfarer is a really good game. It's a really good game. Now they got a motherfucking Metroidvania. Cause it's like a what you call a game where like you farm. You don't fight in that game. Yeah, what does your animal look like? Or is it the sword? Cause Spiritfarer got the cat. Damn. Okay, I don't understand how the cards. Why does she look so tough? I don't understand. At Fate's End. I'ma definitely play that game. But where do the cards come? I gotta play it, bro, because I don't understand where the cards come from. And how are they parrying like that? I'm gonna get my ass beat on when I play this game. I just know it. Oh, it's Gears 1. The remaster of the remaster. Which I know this motherfucker deserved to be here. That nigga Marcus was real deal fearless, bro.
Look who decided to show up.
Toll Train!
You think you can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Looks like they upgraded. Nausea, baby! Let's do this.
Oh, the fucking horror game section. That's just gonna be annoying again, but I'm definitely doing it.
Form up!
Here's Reloaded. Definitely.
World premiere.
That shit bright as fuck, bro. It's Persona 4, bro. Holy shit. the only card game I could possibly think of, and that motherfucker's right here. Look at this fucking game, nigga. Goddamn Atlas is here. Persona 4, and it's going to Game Pass day one. Goddamn Sega, bro, you don't miss. Sega doesn't fucking miss. Xbox Game Studios presents fucking P4's remaster. I mean, I guess remake. Because Golden was the remaster.
Always there, but you won't see us. You won't hear us. And the only way you'd ever
Sea of Thieves
is if that's what we wanted. As smugglers, we deal in the goods others are afraid to handle. Guns, explosives.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question is...
I do like the stories that Sea of Thieves be having. I just need a crew.
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the room, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course, is always an option. Just do whatever it takes to get the job done. You are pirates, after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League.
This fucking guy.
You're paying for that.
Smuggler's Tide. That motherfucker getting a BattleNet release?
World premiere.
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
Damn! Skybound Games. Order up. Invincible? What the fuck?
Not even close.
Nah, there's no way. Invincible is getting the game before Superman. I mean, Invincible does get beat up a lot, so I guess it makes sense. Damn! What's 17 more years? Damn! Nah, bro, this shit look hella good. But what is the gameplay like? Because if it's just Mark getting his ass beat, I guess that's good enough.
Why I had to do this.
Nolan?
Accept our rule or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
What is it, a 3v3 fighting game? Seems like it.
Your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good.
Every time, bro, it's a 3v3 fighting game. I'm not mad at that. This just actually looks really good. That combo was extensive. Hope they got breakers in that bitch, and niggas gonna be upset. And I like that Sony just had a Marvel one and it's 4v4. And then Invincible them comes out here with a 3v3.
See how you like this? It's an army.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
Damn! They got fatalities in this bitch. Okay. 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 That should look good. That should actually look good. Invincible. The wait is almost over. Square Enix. Oh, Square, why are you here, bro? This shit's dead now. We don't even care. I played on PC. I like the OG one better anyway. But at least, you know, they finally announcing that, hey, we're gonna put the fucking Final Fantasy games on Xbox again. We're sorry that we took PlayStation's money for no goddamn reason.
Cannot endure a second claim upon her being, but she may yet be saved by you.
See, I wasn't a big fan of the Final Fantasy 16. Oh, Final Fantasy 16 legit dropped today. Oh.
World premiere.
I wasn't expecting to drop that motherfucker that quick, but I mean, the trilogy Final Fantasy 7 remakes, those are always going to be contracted to Sony as. Oh, Double Fine is here. This is what we were talking about on Gaming News Weekly, like all the studios that should show up for Xbox. And I think most of them did. But I thought Rare was going to show something new and not Sea of Thieves. But Double Fine is here. That motherfucker just came alive? This nigga just became a sentient lighthouse? fuck is? Keeper. What the fuck is that? It's so weird, bro, because Double Fine they got the weirdest art. They just the shit coming out of their brains
like
is crazy.
Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences.
Look at Phil,
And
not
Keeper
fat
is
no
no
more.
exception.
What happened?
Looking ahead,
He's like, yeah, I gotta
next
get in the
year
gym, bro.
marks
Motherfuckers making fun of me
25 years
online.
Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped
They
build
like feel
and
like I
make
gotta get in
popular.
shape.
We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with
In Exile
Clockwork
showed up.
Revolution.
That should look good.
Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players.
Phil got in shape,
And
nigga.
Team
He
Ninja,
like,
returning
shit,
to
the
the
internet
beloved
ain't gonna make
series
fun of
they
me no
debuted
more.
on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you
That
bring
should look good.
your Xbox experience.
I don't know
in
if I'm gonna
your
get one.
library
Not,
with
I mean,
you
I kind of.
anywhere.
Damn,
I hope
bro.
you enjoy
I'm on
the
a,
breadth
I'm on a
and
fence,
depth
but I'm on
of
the fence
games,
that's
updates and experiences that are coming
that's
to
wood and
Xbox
picketed.
from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our Direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at the Outer Worlds 2
I can't wait
and
to see more
Grounded
Outer Worlds
2.
2.
Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the
fuck
Direct,
is State of Decay
we have
3?
a final world premiere.
That's the last
Enjoy.
game I'm looking for, bro. My whole checklist will be done. Persona 4 was here. Clockwork was here. Double Fine was here. But where the fuck is State of Decay? That's the only one missing right now. State of Decay is missing, bro.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work.
You said it's gonna show up at the next Direct in
You'll witness
January?
the global scope of that mission.
It
in
fucking
action.
better.
Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems.
Is this Project
accepting
Mara?
limitations
I
instead
remember
of
that staircase.
redefining them.
This is
The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow.
this is the Hellblade studio, ain't it?
We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide.
Because that staircase was Project Mara.
Elevate everyday life. Reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
That staircase was Project Mara, wasn't it? Because that was the teaser thing that they showed. But what is this? You said Matrix Squared? You said Control?
It's a powerful thing.
Yeah, but Control isn't owned by Xbox. I mean, it could be Control, though. Wait, is that fucking Call of Duty? That was fucking Call of Duty! What the fuck? What the fuck? How the hell is that Call of Duty? Nigga. That was fucking Call of Duty, bro. Holy shit. None of that spelled Call of Duty. Not a single bit of it spelled Call of Duty, bro. That's the campaign for Call of Duty looks fucking crazy. That shit look like a actual game now. They playing D&D at work? How the fuck is Obsidian dropping 3 games this year and they're playing D&D at work?
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian, with Avowed releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best, sequels.
That's where I come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise. Think about it. The original creates the world and builds fandom, but the sequel, that's what makes it worth remembering. No sequel, no hoverboard. No sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel, no raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2. Which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was a Zune 2? I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I
The
have
head of
sequelized
sequels?
everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage, so trust me, I know what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me. Part 2.
I like this guy. He like the originals thing. The sequels. That's him. The head of sequels is actually crazy. Because Obsidian is the best at making the second part of every game. Like KOTOR 2, Fallout New Vegas, Outer Worlds 2. No, Obsidian is good, bro.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a sequel to The Outer Worlds 1. It's a continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing, and we're able to make it a much more true Obsidian reactive RPG than we were the first time around. So we're going deeper.
Look at that Microsoft money coming in handy.
Deeper story, lore,
God
RPG
damn it.
interactions, reactivity.
See, that's all
the things
Obsidian
we've been
needed
known
was
for
the
as a
funding,
company.
bro.
It's really a
And now they're dropping
continualization
3
of
games in a
everything people
year,
want from
and
an
it's
Obsidian
like
game. Surprisingly, this is the first time
Microsoft
in over
put
25
money in the
years
right
that I've had
hands,
the
bro.
chance to do a full sequel for a world that I helped co-create. It's really just a fantastic opportunity to explore and expand the universe in interesting ways, and to go even further with the themes of how people are affected by living in a dystopian corporate reality.
You can shoot your way through it, you can talk your way through it, you can sneak your way through it. And so no matter what kind of play style that you like, this is just an awesome franchise.
I do
and
like
an
talking
awesome
through shit in Obsidian
game to
games.
jump into. Even
I
if
think
it's
that's my
your first
favorite
one.
playstyle in Obsidian
The first
games.
Outer
is
Worlds
just
was a
having
great
high
base
charisma
to start from, as
and
had
just
all
talking
the
all the
elements
shit
of a
away.
great
You don't have to
Obsidian
fight.
RPG. Interesting characters, deep worlds, important choices. In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on
You
those
said Rush Hour
elements,
2,
but we wanted
Terminator
to
2,
give players even more of
TMT
it.
2, Halo
We've also
2,
put a lot of
Sonic
investment into
Adventures
skills
2,
and traits.
Arkham City.
Things like
Arkham City was
combat,
fire, bro.
conversations, and areas that we call RPG interactions, which are the part of the world where players can use their specific skills.
You said whether the
perks, and
sequel
backgrounds
slapped
to
the
solve
first one?
problems in unique
Mass
ways
Effect
in
2?
our new, bigger worlds.
Mass Effect 2 shit on first Mass Effect. in every way possible.
I love it.
But I mean, the first Mass Effect is always going to be my favorite.
Players was at the forefront
Assassin's
of what
Creed
we
2 is
set out to
definitely
do.
my favorite Assassin's Creed game.
We prioritize those deeper RPG options with different character builds and combos so players can express their role-playing power fantasies. We also have different equipment options for different playstyles.
I do like that mask.
With different abilities.
Choice and reactivity.
In the first Outer Worlds, you start off as the Stranger, which was basically a blank slate to build on top of with various attribute points that would begin to define your personal experience in the game. You can make any kind of character you want, but we've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent. You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals. They're the good guys that go into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong. You're gonna be one of those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Earth Directorate. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're an actual lawbringer and you want to go in there and spread
You said
law
Mass Effect
throughout
2
the
is
galaxy.
different?
It could be
I mean,
that you're a roustabout
yeah.
and you just had nothing
Because
better
Mass Effect
to do.
1 was so
After
open
you pick your background, one of
space.
the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits. While we have
And
attributes
Mass
in the first
Effect
Outer
2 was
Worlds,
so
we've leaned into
story-driven.
traits for the Outer Worlds 2, which are these big changes to your character.
So he
depending
took out
on which
all
ones
the
you pick.
exploration and stuff.
So it could be
But
something
people
like
actually
brilliant,
didn't like the exploration
and
and
you can
stuff.
tag extra skills.
Because that's
and you
why
start
when
getting extra
Andromeda-
skill points.
When Andromeda
And
came
that's
out and they
obviously
put all the
really great if that's how
exploration
you wanna
back,
build your character. You can also go and
people
do something
hated
like
that
Lucky,
shit. They're
where
like, we
you
don't
get
want to
extra
drive around
critical
this
chance,
fucking world
and you also get a
mining
lot of
and
really
shit.
cool options
But we
throughout the
liked
game
it
as
in
well.
Mass Effect 1.
Of course, we brought back dumb, so players love the dumb option.
Tell me, do you believe in signs? Not quite what I meant, but I like your contempt for boundaries. I could put your adventurous spirit to good use.
You get like lots of really cool, fun conversation.
Andromeda
options
was
in the game,
cool.
but
I
we
need
took
to
that
do
even
a-
further. And again, there's lots of
a live
elements in the
stream
game
marathon
where
for
you can
Andromeda.
Be dumb and use that for
Because
something.
I played
Could be
all the Mass Effect
something as
games
simple as
extensively
banging
on the
a
channel,
machine to get it to
and I
work.
never gave Andromeda the limelight it kind of. I wouldn't say it
After you've
needs.
invested in some
It
of
kind
your
of
traits,
deserves
your
to
next
be
choices are going to be choosing your skills. The
shown
skills
more.
themselves basically
It's just one of
allow you
those
to
big
build on
ass
your
games.
playstyle
Like I
and
think
what your
Andromeda
character is
was
doing in
too
the
fucking
game.
big though.
That will be everything from playing
There was so
stealthily
much
to
empty
speccing
shit
for
to
an
do, and
explosive
it's like
specialty.
that's just probably not how Mass Effect should have been. Look at the Batman explosive jail.
Throughout your entire journey, your character continues to change with the different choices you make. In the Outer Worlds 1, it actually had more skills than we have, so we condensed them down to really the core and essence of what we really wanted there. But we made each point that you put into a skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how they're checked inside the world itself, can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that, but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets. There's another perk called heavy-handed, right? Where say you're a melee person, what this does is now your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Bing!
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk. As you start killing people, they will drop hearts.
You say the road dialogue was
and you can
better,
take
maybe.
those hearts, and essentially you're taking
Rose
these
Morgan dance.
trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health
said that's a
bonus
bad
every
bitch,
time you
bad
do it.
bitches, people
We
would
have
love
this
it.
perk called Assassin. Now this is an
I mean, there
early
was-
game perk that you can take, which
The
every
world
time you
definitely
do
needs to be
stealth attack an
condensed.
enemy,
I don't think the
you're actually
dialogue
gonna
was that
get
bad.
A movement bonus. For
I
a
think the
certain
dialogue
amount
was
of
really
time.
good. It's just Ryder was a fucking child. So Ryder didn't take enough things serious, and I think people kind of hated that.
Flaws
Ryder
were a
was
system
just
that
like
everybody loved from the first game, but we wanted to make it
thrown
more
into
personal
command
to the player. We
by
wanted
his
it to
dad
really
out of
reflect how
nowhere,
you were
or
playing
her
the
dad.
game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage
But like
with.
the story
With the flaw
around
system returning, we knew
Ryder
we needed to
itself
go
was
bigger,
actually
better,
really good.
and more real than ever before. So,
like being linked to
we turned
Sam
the
like he
team.
was.
I told him, No bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I have bad knees.
You got bad knees? They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring
I
person.
got bad knees,
but
too.
it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing.
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire.
That's stealing.
Yeah, you
She's
shouldn't
a
be stealing.
kleptomaniac.
What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Well,
You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't steal things, okay?
You said the
It's an
Mako
amazing
feel
flaw.
like a
I'm putting it in the game.
like a
But you're
character
bad
rather
person.
than a tool.
And are you the one that took my
Yeah,
steal
but then the Nomad came and it's
Yeah.
just a car.
Give it back.
okay.
Please.
Like the Nomad,
Here, what do we got?
I have
Flaw.
the Nomad right there, but like it's just a car in,
I like to stare at
in
the sun.
Andromeda, which is kind of.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
An hour?
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
I get an hour.
An hour.
Oh. Makes me feel energized.
How many fingers am I hold up?
3?
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game because I feel bad for you. Anything else?
One of my favorite flaws is something called bad knees. It'll
Bad
actually
knees?
give you the option to take this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is going to hear you.
There's one called Kleptomaniac.
Fuck!
This is really interesting because what it does is
Oh, I
when you
gotta
steal
play with
something,
bad
you can actually
knees, bro.
sell
I
it
got
for
bad
more
knees
bits
in
than
real
normal.
life.
And like that sounds
Fuck,
really great.
nigga.
The drawback
That's so
is
good.
sometimes when you're looking
It's
at
like every
things
time
in
you
the world
stand
that are
up,
owned
it
by
releases a
somebody else, you'll
allow pop
automatically steal
itself.
them.
Fuck,
So you have to be
bro.
very careful about how you use them.
I only got one bad
of
knee
our
though. I ain't got
perks
two.
is the Sun Gazer flaw.
Only got one.
And it just gives everyone cataracts while playing their game. So everything becomes like light shafts and blooms and hazes and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that perk.
But what is
If
the
you happen to
upside?
be the type of player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do, well, you'll be offered the flaw of over-prepared. Now, you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're gonna take a debuff for a while. While we support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into destructive weapons, or a rogue who wants to alpha strike their enemies before they know what hit them,
You said they need a
we
thought
also
perk.
allow for a lot of fun and experimental builds. You can be a
I don't
mad
know if
scientist
Obsidian
who
is that
utilizes
type.
gadgets and wacky science weapons and armors. Or even a
That would be
psychopath
hella funny
who
though.
gains permanent
Like if you
bonuses
don't talk to
help
bitches in a
by
while, you get a
murdering your
debuff.
friends.
Nothing shows the
You
impact
get
of these
unmotivated.
character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on in Paradise Island.
The bridge. Is it the PewDiePie bridge?
Not only do you kind of encounter this very early, and it's a very core one to the story, but it really expresses our philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways. So you may solve it by, speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them and really kind of prove that you're a friend of the Protectorate to get by.
I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate.
You could go guns blazing and you could just take everyone out inside the POI, lower the bridge itself, and kind of get across.
Damn. I like the animations of people getting hit with shotguns.
You could sneak in, lower the bridge, and then actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side.
Yaga.
You can
Do they got-
bypass the bridge
what you call
entirely if
it?
you found like certain gadgets, like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across, or the double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the chasm and get across that way.
Oh, so you ain't even gotta go
There's
to the
even a
bridge.
really
They like,
kinda
yeah,
messed
bro.
up way, right?
We got
Which
it
is
all.
Players can actually sacrifice one of their companions. Their companion, who they just found, is part of.
We're no different than the Breeze if we start tossing our own to the rats. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I must admit I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger. As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
Damn.
It's such a fun quest, but again, it
you
really
rescue him?
showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you build your character your way, we're there for you. We really want you to have the experience that you want to have out of this.
Factions and companions.
From the very beginning of our discussions about the Outer Worlds, we really knew we wanted every game to take place in a different colony. This lets us expand on all aspects of the universe. Every colony can be its own thing with its own flavor, and we can center them around anything we want. Any ideas or setting we're interested in. Arcadia is an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction called the Protectorate. Their dictatorship is thematically based around the question of how much freedom people will give up for security and luxury. For Protectorate subjects, unfortunately, that answer is everything. The Protectorate is also incredibly wealthy because it was founded by the inventor of the skip drives, which are the Outer Worlds' faster-than-light engines. But those skip drives are starting to cause rifts in space-time, which are cutting off all the other colonies on Earth from being able to trade with each other. The Order of the Ascendant is an offshoot of the Order of Scientific Inquiry from the original game, and like them are a science-based religion with the same goal of solving the universal equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the future to the benefit of all mankind. They used to be part of the Protectorate, but they split off to focus on solving the equation for the good of everyone, not as a way to simply control the masses. The player's been sent to Arcadia as an Earth Directorate agent to find out how the skip drives are causing the rifts and what can be done to stop them. Each of the factions
that's exactly
have
what
their own
happened in
solutions to the rift
Starfield.
problem and their own goals. The Protectorate wants to close them to protect their legacy as the inventor of the drives.
The
and
grab
their wealth.
destroyed Earth in
The Order wants to
Starfield
close
because
it not
it-
only for the good of everyone,
ripped out the
but also
fucking,
because they're complicating the math they're using to solve the universal equation.
atmosphere.
And Antes just wants to be able to open and close them at will to control all the trade routes between the colonies. In addition to expanding the themes and lore of the Outer Worlds, we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own flavor of absurdity. Anti's Choice is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice from the original game, and there are corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds too. They've invaded Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that. So we actually built out 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions. You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks of unique music that we've made for it. It's a lot of stuff. But the really cool part about this entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio. So it will respond to the things that are going on around the world that you've been interacting with. So if you go into a location, let's say you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks, if you listen to the Protectorate radio station, they're gonna be cheering you on as a hero.
Wonderful news, everyone. The Zeranium gas leaks at the Automech repair facility, strongly believed to be caused by Anti's Choice malefactors, have been corrected.
Some hotshot for hire just managed to fix the electrum leak in their repair facility. Now, I'm not saying we caused it in the first place, but we sure like the idea of all those broken auto mechanicals and all the excessive gasping and choking involved.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper and more complex this time around. They're integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they are also connected to a different faction and have character arcs that the player can affect through their choices. Your first companion is Niles. He's another Earth Directorate agent like you, and he's looking for your help to decide whether he wants to become an even better agent or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely. There's also a somewhat cute Automech support drone that is basically Niles' helper. Her name is Val. Marisol's part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin. That's right, she's a deadly mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business to attend to with the player's help. There's also a cultist named Azza, who is part of a sub-faction that worships the rifts and appreciates violence in general. You can choose to either turn her away from overt violence or support her chaotic and dangerous tendencies. At one time, Anti's Choice had a program to graft soldiers with animal parts to make them more formidable. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work, and most of them are now dead. There's a combat medic who survived, however, named Inez, and she wants the player to help her fix her graft, among other things. Finally, there's Tristan. He's a Protectorate arbiter who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is your choice to either help him judge wrongdoers Or show them what true justice looks like.
We definitely have reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions. I won't reveal the end of the game, but let's say if you have not been treating them well, you will find out at the end of the game what that means.
Companions are a very, very important part of merchandising, because that's the real beauty of the sequel. We're talking merch, baby. It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out. Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you could have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets, huh? What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling, maybe a little nut.
I fucking like this guy, bro. Who is he?
The visuals
They hired
of
the right one.
first Outer Worlds depicted a frontier colony in space. The Outer Worlds 2 is driven by an invasion of the Arcadia colony system by Auntie's Choice, which shifts the visuals to be more reminiscent of a World War I-like setting in space. That evolution is seen across all aspects of the game, starting with the factions. How do you militarize everything, including extreme capitalists or math-crazed scientists? In a World War I setting, war comes with propaganda. The Sovereign uses it to maintain control, Auntie's Choice uses it to help their bottom line. The Order just wants to show how it exists within the grand plan. We want players to feel like Arcadia is a living, breathing place scarred by a long-standing war. Fairfield, one of the first towns you encounter, was once under Protectorate control, but has recently been taken over by Auntie's Choice. They don't just occupy the town, they rebrand it with their signature style, repainting buildings, posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms featuring Auntie and the Moon Man. Showing the towns evolving after the invasion helps us push immersion for our players. One of our priorities in visually realizing the world of the Outer Worlds 2 was making sure everything is clear and recognizable from the player standpoint. We want to make sure each faction has a particular look and design. So when the player is running across these vast, different environments and landscapes, they're recognizing the motifs and visuals of who they're talking to, what they're going to be talking about, and how that progresses throughout the story. The first Outer Worlds was really about the player interfacing with corporations. And while we have that in the Outer Worlds 2, we really want to express not just the corporations, but how the player interacts with other facets of the world, like government entities or religious structures. And then we elaborate on those.
With larger environments, we wanted to encourage exploration by improving player mobility across the board. Now you can run, slide, double jump, mantle, and parkour your way through all of the nooks and crannies of these worlds.
Now we're about to
It
be
really
climbing
allows
shit
the
like
player
a
to just
Avowed.
explore and have fun finding really cool stuff.
We've aimed to make everything in the Outer Worlds 2 better from top to bottom. The RPG elements were the start, but that's touched our story, our art, and especially our gameplay. A good sequel is true to the original. That's first and foremost, right? Like, we all want to add in a bunch of things as you're making a sequel, right? We want to make it bigger and better in every way. That's what we were trying to do here. And I thought, we did not need this consultant. We've made enough sequels. We understand how to do this. And I will say, I don't think it's been entirely successful.
I am very proud of the combat improvements we have made in the Outer Worlds 2, thanks to my patented combat system. You may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that good. Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with my COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark, I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C, capitalize the fact that the people loved the first game. We're gonna take those people, we're gonna make them buy the sequel, giving out pounds, pounds, pounds. Quick ones, ha, ha, not you, Dev. Here we go. What comes after C?
O.
O. Optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay? I want to make them happy. So let's, okay? All right. Mobilize the players so they're ready for that sweet, sweet pre-order. Clap with me. Sweet, sweet. If you don't have rhythm, Brandon, just say it. Sweet, sweet pre-order. Everybody has a different rhythm, and it's blowing mine. And here we go. B, burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Right, Otis?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a big part of the game. A, you gotta agonize about how many people are gonna be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at ourselves. What is wrong with us, huh? We can't have one love story in this? How many people have been in love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love. Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand up.
Who the fuck is this team?
Trois. In French, that means two. Sequel.
I think that means 3.
Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself. Come on, Claire. We're on 2. And how do we end it? Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of video games today.
For The Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve gunplay in every way. We focused on improving the feel of each weapon.
No, but he went live though. He's like, how the fuck I got all this killing and no romance?
And how impactful our sound effects really sell
Obsidian definitely did that in the first game.
The things like
I was
how
like, yeah, I got no
reload
romance in the
animation
game at
can add
all.
a lot of character to each weapon. We've increased
Like,
the variety
even
of weapons
Bethesda
by
have a
including
little
new
bit.
weapon types, but also through a host of fun and unique weaponry. We have things like the Borscht Blaster that fires out tumors that can explode like grenades, or can even be eaten by the player for additional health. We have a weapon called Rookie's Reward that will actually level up the more you use it throughout the game. And every time it levels up, it's got fun fanfare where it's like shooting out confetti and it's got a fun little setup. We have a really fun weapon called the pop-up gun. It fires out ad drones that will distract your enemies with corporate ads, slogans, and jingles. While your enemies are distracted, you can focus fire on them or explode these drones for additional damage. New to The Outer Worlds 2 are throwables. So you can use frag grenades to flush out enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage and escape, distraction devices to bait enemies into a stealth attack, and even science grenades that will levitate enemies, allowing you to fire upon them while they float helplessly.
Okay, chain lightning looks
And
fire.
of course, science weapons are back. We have returning favorites, like the Shrink Ray. This time it's been upgraded, so you can shrink your enemy down to the size of a sprat and run over them, exploding them into bits.
The Shrink Ray, that was probably my favorite one from the first game, so we brought it into the second game, but we improved it though. So instead of shrinking your enemies for a short period of time and having them re-expand, this time they stay shrunk, and we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them, because we knew that that was the player fantasy. We knew that's what everybody wanted to do. They wanted to step on the enemies, they wanted to kick them, so we made sure to double down on that stuff.
In addition to things like our returning favorites,
where's
we also
that bat
have some
that makes
really
people's heads
fun and
turn big?
unique new science weapons. One of them is called the Armageddon. This one's really cool because it actually shoots out these masses that are like these little arms that will stick to people or cover or all kinds of different things, and they will continue to just hit them until they get destroyed. And we have another one that's just super cool called the Spectrum Dance Saber. This is a melee weapon that actually lets you attack to a musical beat. And if you continue to do that, you'll actually get additional bonuses each hit you do. One of my personal favorite weapons is called the Big Bang. It's just a big freaking gun that uses material harvested from rifts to
That's
shoot out a
exactly from
giant
fucking
ball of energy,
Doom.
vaporizing everything in its path. Now, ammo's extremely rare for this weapon, but you can use it in just the right situation to devastating effects.
Like another great one is Gary. If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're walking through combat. So we even have science armors, and we've really kind of shown off what we thought was really great for the player from a science perspective.
Gary is living
Play
armor?
the game their way. There are some players who prefer to be immersed in a first-person view, taking in all of the details. But there are others who really prefer to take the world in from a third-person perspective. Why not allow both? Well, now you can swap between the two, letting you enjoy the experience in whatever way you like.
It actually looks good in third person.
One of the things I really like about having the third-person mode is being able to see all of the fun and unique armors and armor combinations and weapons that you can equip your player with. All of the actions that you could do in first person, so you're double jumping around, you get to see your character in that way, and you get to take in the world and see things in a different light.
I just gotta put bad knees on my character though.
The Outer Worlds 2 is really the biggest game we've ever made. Bigger choices, more reactivity, more weapons, more things to find in each of the worlds the players can visit. The team has done incredible work bringing The Outer Worlds 2 to life. And we can't wait for you to play it.
Even though we've always been a multi-project studio, this is going to be the first time we've ever released 3 games in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're so excited for more people to be playing our games. It is truly an exciting time here at Obsidian. We're exploring worlds big and small while expanding on franchises that we've created, and we have no plans to slow down. We hope you all continue to come along with us as we do what we do best, make your worlds your way.
That should look good. They put that Microsoft money to work. And that's all we could ask for, bro. Put that Microsoft money to work.
With the
Give us
Outer
some
Worlds
good
2,
shit.
we're all about the best place to play, which is also the promise of Xbox. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it may be hard to play it when you're staring at all these beautiful holes. Let's cut that. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox. Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you can take a phone call on this Xbox, then play the Outer Worlds 2 right after. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? What am I doing? I'm playing the Outer Worlds. Hello? Yeah, this is Mark. I didn't know I had jury duty today. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it takes 2 people to lug around safely. We're gonna go up to my apartment, okay? This is an Xbox you actually wear that also plays the Outer Worlds 2. What do you think, Claire?
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
I think so.
Fantastic. Now, this is actually not an Xbox, so you cannot play the Outer Worlds 2 on it. Can't play anything on this. I guess Bread. You ever play Bread where you take it out of one slot, put it in the other? I don't have friends. If you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or is launch the sequel to the pre-order, or like, why are any of us alive at any time? It doesn't matter. Either way, my job here is done. It's time for the Grounded 2 portion of the Direct, which is sort of like the sequel to the Outer Worlds 2 portion of the Direct, which I absolutely just hit a home run with. You know, it's really nice to see
The fact that Grounded 2 exists
other games.
and it's coming
Take
out
it
this
away,
year
team.
is actually outrageous. I like that guy. The freaking the sequel guy
and Big Exit
actually great. And then Grounded gets a fucking. I do want to see Grounded 2. Because I wasn't expecting him to make Grounded 2. That shit was out of nowhere. But it was a good show.
We're so proud of Grounded.
We didn't see
What
fucking
started as a small
State of
passion
Decay
project
3
to make a quirky
again.
game where you're shrunk down to the size of an ant.
But everything
trying
else
to
I
survive
was
in the
I was
backyard,
looking forward to
grew into
seeing
something way
actually
bigger
showed
than we
up.
ever imagined.
Clockwork
Over
was there.
25
Rare
million
was
of you
there.
Jumped in, explored,
Final Fantasy showed up
built,
for some reason,
crafted, and fought up
which was,
giant
I mean, is a
bugs
big deal
together.
to somebody.
Y'all helped make the entire experience very special.
Game
to
Freak
us.
is making a game for
The
Xbox,
team's been cooking up a ton for
which is
Grounded
crazy.
2, and we're so excited to talk about it.
Outer
And
Worlds
to grease
2.
some palms to steal a bit of time from the Direct to give you a deeper look.
Yeah, Microsoft
There's
money.
so many possibilities and ideas that didn't make it into the first game. So with the sequel, we have the chance to dream bigger. To achieve those dreams, we partnered with the amazing folks at Eidos Montreal. Together, we're taking Grounded from the backyard to an even larger world, the Brook Hollow Community Park.
But yeah, this was a good showing.
When we started working on Grounded 2, we knew that we wanted to make a bigger world. Fortunately for us, Eidos Montreal became our main partner on developing Grounded 2. They have a lot of similarities to the sorts of things that are important to us at Obsidian. They tend to make very
Is Microsoft about to buy Eidos Montreal, bro?
With really
Because
deep
they've been
characters and great character
they've been
progression.
working together.
They make games with
Oh,
great
I
game
definitely like Outer Worlds 2.
Everyone at Eidos Montreal is
look,
thrilled and honored
I
to be
think I
working
probably
with
like
Obsidian Entertainment.
I think I
Our
probably
two
already liked
studios
Outer Worlds 1. I
share
played the
a
hell out of
lot
that game.
DNA. The same things that are important to Obsidian
Outer Worlds
Entertainment
2
are
looked like
important
it's
to
about to be a
Choice and
banger,
consequences,
bro. It
player
looks so
communities,
good.
And doing justice to great IPs and great
I
franchises.
just like the new ideas that they're
fact
putting in the game.
We're the first partners that they're working with to make a sequel to
The
their
Living Armor.
franchise
We need to see more of the
feels
Living Armor,
like
though.
we're an important part of their history.
The events of Grounded 2 take place 2 years after the first game. The same 4 teenagers are returning.
So there's Max, Hoops, Willow,
and Pete.
Pete!
They're a couple years older, which means they've gone through a bit more high school, a bit more mature. It's 1992. The world's a little bit different. But we're still in that fun, nostalgic era.
But no,
of the early
Obsidian is still
1990s.
carrying the fuck out of Xbox,
Granted,
of course.
We're moving the action
Call
out
of
of
Duty,
the backyard,
bro. The Call of Duty
into
reveal
the Brook Hollow Community Park.
was
Not
so
only is it
out of
bigger,
left
It
field
allows us to tell a lot more stories and expand the world.
because
of
I was
Grounded
thinking
by
that was
exploring
fucking
what the
Project
community of
Mara.
Brook Hollow has been up to and what they've been through.
The park overall,
And it was Call of
about
Duty.
3
Ah,
times
it
the
looked
size
so
of the
good,
backyard,
though.
and our
Like, the
initial
story looked
starting
so
area
good.
It's actually the same size
Clockwork
as the
looked
entire
amazing.
backyard from the
I
first
wouldn't
round.
expect the Clockwork
the
to
reason
be
we wanted to move into a park wasn't just to
as-
create a bigger world, but was
as
to give
much
us
as
the
like old
opportunity
Fallout
to explore
as
the
I would
community
like
of Brook
the
Hollow
new Fallout
and
to
what
be.
secrets have they been hiding?
But it looked hella good.
What
Clockwork
we
looked
love
damn
and what
good.
we're excited about in terms of the park is the opportunity to create environments and
It's
landmarks
because
that are
that staircase,
mundane
Project
at normal
Mara,
size,
when they
but
revealed
are colossal
that they were
wonders
making
when
it,
they're
that
the size of an
staircase
ant.
was in the fucking. It was in
Everything from a
the
giant trash can.
what do
to
you
a
call it?
community
Like the
picnic
teaser
table or snack
material.
bar.
So when I saw the staircase,
All of
I'm
these
like,
areas come to life
this is
in a
Project
brand
Mara,
new
and it
way.
was fucking Call of Duty, bro. No, Call of Duty looks so good.
Grounded too is that the park was evacuated really quickly right before our teens were shrunk. And that means that the park has been sort of turned upside down and is in a topsy-turvy state. And that leads to really fun environmental storytelling, but it also leads into the creation of amazing biomes for
You said
our
they knew what they were
characters to
doing?
explore.
I
One of my
swear, it
favorite
looks so
examples of
good.
this is the ice cream cart.
And the random ass
And all the
Korean first person
commotion,
shooter that they showed.
The ice cream vendor's cart has
Just
been
like a
knocked
zombie
over,
game?
and
That
its
shit looked
contents have
really
spilled
good.
out to the ground. And what this means for our young adventurers,
The one
is
where you
that
could
they'll
turn
be
into the
able to
Pokemon,
explore
that shit looks strange
this
as hell, but I want to play it.
frozen cave
Like
of
Xbox
interesting
had some good showings
challenges
today, and they had hella games.
and colorful Lovecraft.
And then you know they had to show like the updates for their live service stuff because they can't just
We
let
had
ZeniMax
one
Media
anthill
die, so
that's
they have to
actually,
support them.
Somebody decided to bury a bunch of toxic stuff.
But I was
in the
surprised
park.
that Blade
And
wasn't
so
here.
There's all these
I was
toxic
surprised
chemicals under
that
the ground. The environment looks very
motherfucking
cool
State of
and very
Decay
spooky
3
with all
wasn't
of these
here.
Sort of chemical pools.
'Cause I wanted
And
to
of
see
course,
those
nothing
again,
can
or
live
just
down
see more
there
of them.
Except for one type of insect. The
But they
cobweb.
did have Persona 4's remake. Oh
We're
my goodness,
oftentimes
bro.
Reinventing environments.
The
And in
Persona
future
4
updates,
remake
you're
looks
gonna
so
see a ton
good.
of
They
new
just showed a
stuff.
little teaser.
You do a lot
I'm
of
like,
fighting
let's
against insects of
fucking go,
all shapes and
nigga.
sizes. We didn't just want
That
it
was
to
the best
look
part of the show
better,
for me.
We also knew we wanted to add a new layer of strategy. The changes that we've made aren't limited to tuning animations or adjusting attack or defense numbers or making characters or insects move faster or slower. But we did all that too, but there's also an entire sort
Nah,
of
but
rock,
P4
paper, scissors strategy.
and it's coming to Game Pass day
involving
one.
light attacks,
I'm like,
heavy
holy
attacks,
shit, Microsoft did it
and
again.
blocking. We've also
You said
added
handheld
dashing
to
as
play
a new
everything?
way to
Yeah, they
both
showed
get
the
out of danger
handheld. I didn't
quickly
know- I was not
or
expecting it to
jump
be
in
on this
for a
stage.
quick attack.
But yeah,
And
they got
almost
the
all insects in the
handheld
game will have
revealed.
these
It looks
abilities now,
amazing.
too.
They didn't
Sort of
reveal
like
the
a
price
chess
though,
match, but one
which
that's super frenetic.
I would want to see what the price is. Rogue Ally isn't
Looks
that
super
expensive,
cool.
I don't think.
And
It's probably the same
ultimately
price
just a
as
ton
like
of
the
fun.
Switch 2. Maybe a little bit less than the Switch 2.
We're leaning into clearer play styles for tanky warriors.
You
low
said Double
defense,
Fine's game
high
looked
damage
different.
rogues,
See, Double Fine always had weird ass
mages,
artwork. So when it
and
showed
ranged
Double Fine, I'm like,
hunters.
okay, the next game. And then the fucking lighthouse stood
In the
up to
first
start
round, we had
walking. I'm like,
mutations, and
oh
there were
my
weapons and
goodness, bro.
armors that
This
favored
shit
different
weird as
play
fuck.
styles.
But it
In
looks
Grounded
like it's gonna be
2,
good.
Not only will there be passive mutations, but there will
Because I think
also
Double
be
Fine is
active
like testing
mutations.
out new technology and stuff, so they're not gonna
And
make
a lot
a
of those mutations support
like a
these
big
archetypes.
My favorite
Big,
way to
beautiful
play pretty much
game?
any game is
'Cause I think
chasing
they're
after
testing
those
shit out right now.
game-breaking builds. And that's why I'm so excited for what we're doing with archetypes in Grounded 2.
So yeah, Double Fine game looked good.
I'm all
Like
in on the
artistically, it
road.
looked amazing,
Now,
but
you
like
can even
we don't
build
really know
little
what the
daggers.
gameplay is
I've been
about.
dialing in this glass cannon build that stacks ambush, assassin, and cardiofan mutations with the wolfbane daggers and the wolf spider armor. It lets me open up combat with massive backstab damage that also inflicts venom. Then I can use the extra
just kill a
stamina to
ladybug? Oh, yeah,
reposition
ladybugs
and try
are
to
evil.
Dodge, rinse, and repeat. It's high risk, high reward, and absolute chaos in all the best way.
You said you think it'd be bigger than it looks. Yeah, but I'm talking about like
comes up with
gameplay aspects. I don't think it's gonna have like
once they get their hands on the archetype system.
hella things to do in the game.
Watching it evolve with players.
It ain't gonna be like Psychonauts 2. Psychonauts 2 is crazy.
With all of your game breaking.
Like I think it's gonna be a simpler
One of the
game.
great things about Grounded is the variety of
For them to,
players
like,
it attracts.
test
From
things
builders
out.
to crafters and everything in between. If you've ever watched me on Casually Grounded livestream, you'd know that I'm neither. I am a murderer of insects. Personally, I prefer the term harvester. I love going out, hitting things, and bringing the materials like insect body parts back to my friends.
You said it looks like a puzzle
This
platformer.
way,
You know
we
what
keep
was
progressing
crazy
and playing
is
together.
Spiritfarer. I played that game on Switch 2 so much.
We're also trying to make
especially
sure that
like when we
armor
were
and
just on
equipment
vacation.
are easily understood by the player, especially when
'Cause
they're
I took the
playing
Switch 2
co-op
with me. That was the
with
first
their
time I
friends.
traveled with the Switch ever. And I played Spiritfarer so much, and then they showed the developers
really
of
important for us to
Spiritfarer
deliver
is
on
making
all
a
of that
a
for the bigger
Metroidvania
space
game.
and
That shit looks so
because that
good,
was the
but it
only
looks
way
so
we could truly support
like
the
I
future
need
the
to
community
see
has
more
been
of it.
asking for since the very first Grounded release. Mounts.
Like I need to see more of that game.
Our mounts, we call them buggies, have an entire suite of moves and have their own special abilities and attacks.
We really wanted the buggies to be an extension of the player in every
But
way
yeah, that
possible.
should look kind of cool.
And that meant making sure that buggies had
then
unique and
fucking-
valuable abilities across all
Game
the four pillars
Freak
of
making an
Grounded.
Xbox game
That
is
doesn't
still.
just mean
I
exploration
still haven't
and
got
travel.
over that part.
That
The
has
shit, the
gameplay
fact that
implications
Game
for
Freak
combat,
was
crafting,
contracted to
and
make a game for
building as well.
Xbox.
Just like how we wanted to expand on player
And that shit
playstyles
actually
throughout
looked
the
really
game,
good.
We're gonna make sure that every buggy that we add has its own personality.
They taming fucking bugs.
The Red
in
Ant
this bitch.
Soldier can enlist up to 2 Red Ant workers to follow you around and help you out. If you get into combat and you don't want to fight while you're saddled on your buggy, you can jump off and they'll fight right alongside you and provide support. The Orb Weaver buggies are a little less useful when it comes to general utility, like building a base or harvesting, but they're awesome when it comes to combat. Sure, their defenses aren't super strong, but they're heavy hitters. They're also super fast and they have some great special abilities, like a scream that allows them to stun lesser powered insects, and the ability to shoot webs and entangle other creatures. So the Orb
You said if you
Weavers
like
won't
the
be a
game, you
base
should
building buggy.
check out
You
the
should use the
second
Red
game,
Ant Soldier for that.
Sunderer.
But they're
It is
super fun
amazing.
for exploration and combat. Red Ant Soldiers
Sunderer?
and Orb Weaver Spiders will be available at Game Preview launch. There will be others in the future, but those are the 2 we're starting with. The connection that our Grounded community has with us is something we want to keep forging with the sequel as we make an even bigger game than the original.
Pretty much from day one, we knew we wanted to return to game preview for Grounded 2. Sure, it comes with some trade-offs, like the game's not done and it's out to the world, but there's so much value in building it alongside the community. Buggies change how you traverse and navigate the park.
That means it's probably gonna be hella big if they
What we're
add
doing
in
with Grounded 2
bugs
is we're actually
to
keeping
walk
zip
around
lines
in.
held back, so we can
You
see
said
how
from the
players engage
Spiritfarer
with buggies,
devs?
and then we can tweak
Wait, they
zip
made a game
lines
after
to bring them back
Spiritfarer?
over time to really complement that buggy
This
experience.
before the one they
and
just
make
showed at the
exploring
showcase?
park far more fun. That kind of feedback loop
How did I not
helped
hear
shape
about that?
the original Grounded, and we wanted to shape the design for Brook Hollow Park, archetypes, buggies, all of it. We also learned a lot from that first time around. One thing that stood out immediately, players blaze through our content, especially the story. That makes sense. Story, characters, world building, that's kind of Obsidian's thing. It's the flavor we bring to the survival genre. So this time, we're starting with a much bigger baseline.
There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will.
One of our favorite parts of the first game was watching the community uncover clues and spin up theories. This time around, we're leaning even more into that, and we'll be keeping a close eye on what our players discover and how they interpret it. Because you never know what might inspire us as development moves forward.
We really started to hit our groove at the end of Grounded 1. We found that being open about what we were planning and then following through was key to building trust
Oh, you
with
said
the
it's
community.
before
As a small
Spiritfarer.
team, we had to experiment.
Oh,
with
then yeah, I
update
probably
pacing
didn't
and
know, 'cause
scope, and
Spiritfarer
what we
was the
found
first game I
resonated
played
the
by them.
most with all of you were bigger, beefier updates, even if it took us a little longer to land. So that's the plan. Larger, more complete updates spaced out just enough so we can take your feedback seriously and make every drop count. You can expect in our big updates new buggies, new biomes, new building pieces, all the good
Spirit
stuff.
Fair was a
And
beautiful game.
We're launching
it's
with
such,
a
it's one
public
of those,
roadmap, so everyone knows what to be
I
excited
guess it's a
about in the
cozy
future.
game, isn't it?
All of
Because you
us
just
at
go
Obsidian
around,
Entertainment and IDOS
you build your
Montreal are
ship,
super excited about
you
how
get
close we are
spirits
to
on
letting
it,
all of you players
feed them,
get
keep
shrunk
them
a
happy. It's a
second
good time.
and explore the all-new park on buggies in Grounded 2. If you're a returning Grounded player, we're really looking forward to you experiencing all the improvements. If this is your first time getting Tiny, then all I can tell you is that a world with an entirely new perspective and an entirely new feel awaits you in Brook Hollow Park. It's time to ride together and survive together.
So is this Obsidian and Movement Engines? Is that why they're making Grounded 2? Because I can see like the textures on the bugs and on the ground. It's definitely different from Grounded 1. You said it's a combat Metroidvania? I played 33 Immortals. Wait, is that from the same studio?
I've been expecting you. This is where it starts.
Indiana Jones DLC.
We can change the world as we know it.
I did not fucking know that. See, I played 33 Immortals. I think it's kind of cool.
Let's do this.
It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
I'm in.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Here's to playing in the mud.
Clockwork looks so good.
We need their help. They send us a hero. Here we go.
Blood of the Dawnwalker.
Please follow me.
I still can't believe that shit was fucking Call of Duty, bro. P4! Oh man, that's just so. That's my favorite Persona game.
Looks like you're about to do some renovations.
Keep your filthy pickers off me! You think I care?
There it is. That motherfucker's tough. The solo game.
This is gonna be.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that one. I don't like 2 is gonna bang.
Mayday! Code 1 to mission control, we're falling!
This fucking Invincible game looks so good.
Had enough yet? Form up!
No, Xbox put on the show today.
It's game time, baby!
Yeah, Xbox cooked the fuck up today. There was, see, it was worth it, bro. This whole week, we just needed a good showcase, bro. We needed a great showcase. Fuck a good one. We needed a great showcase, and Microsoft was like, "Hey, bro, we got you. Sunday, we're gonna come in here and we're gonna do our fucking job." And they did this shit. Damn, they did that shit. It was a great time all the way through. So many new things. The update ones were. Why the hell did you just restart that? Stop. The updates. Do I think they need to be on the show? No, definitely not. But I understand why they're there because they have big ass communities. They make a lot of money on their live service games. Something PlayStation is still trying to build to this day. Microsoft is, they got Sea of Thieves. Grounded is getting a second game. They got motherfucking Elder Scrolls Online. They got Fallout 76. They have Call of Duty. You said you can't stop playing Stalker 2? Bro, I had to drop Stalker 2, bro. I start getting clapped up by some enemies I didn't know how to beat. The invisible ones. What? They're like poltergeists. Like the poltergeists start beating my ass, and I'm like, I have to come here, bro. I got missions, and I couldn't stop the poltergeist, bro. So I just left the game because I'm like, I just go play something else. So I was playing Avowed. I was playing so many other things. I have to go back to Stalker 2 eventually. It's a good ass game. It's just hard, and I mean, I think that's what it's supposed to be like that. Like it's hardcore as fuck. But like, I'm not that hardcore of a gamer no more, bro. I'm a casual gamer now. I ain't got the time to dedicate to being hella good at Stalker 2. I wish I did. So that's why I have to like stay into the wayside, because I could complain every day. I used to live stream it every Saturday. I think Saturday morning I would play Stalker 2 live, and that was a good time. I enjoyed that, but nigga, once I stopped progressing, I'm like, yeah, like I can't keep running face first into these enemies because I don't know how to beat the poltergeist. I could just run from them. That's what I did a couple times, just run from them. But like, I'm gonna run into their ass again, just like the invisible nigga that come beat me up. Like, at least I could kill him. I shoot his ass up enough. I did, like the last time I played, I think I got a new AK. Either I got a Draco or I got a bigger one. And I got some attachments on that bitch, so I was so excited to get that gun. And then I started getting shit on. And I'm like, damn. At least when I fight humans, I can kill their ass. Like my last live stream I did, I was smacking shit up. The humans can't fuck with me because I got good armor, I got good guns. It's just all those supernatural beings, bro. That shit's scary. When the storm be starting, I be hiding and shit on the inside. I ain't going outside, bro. I ain't trying to die. Lose all my progress. But yeah, that's how it is. But Xbox Game Showcase was hella good. This whole week has been crazy. Steam Next Fest starts next week. I'm so excited for Steam Next Fest to see what's going on. Leo the Square is coming out, the developer. He was like, hey, the game is launching next week. Can't wait to play that motherfucking game. Damn, there's been a whole lot. We're going to have hella shit to catch up on next week for Gaming News Weekly. What time is it? It's 2 o'clock. Damn, that motherfucker started at noon, didn't it? I guess it was a 2-hour live stream. With that and the direct. I was so surprised Call of Duty showed up and not fucking State of Decay 3. Because that was the last thing I needed to see. The fact that Persona 4, which I was just hoping Persona showed up. I didn't even know if the game was real. We heard rumors. I mean, I'm like, since Sega and Microsoft has been getting so close, hopefully P4 shows up on this stage. And that motherfucker appeared. I'm like, goddamn. But Fable got delayed, so we understand why it's not there. We know it's launching next year. State of Decay, nigga, I need to see that game, because if it falls out and State of Decay is gone, I'm gonna be kind of upset, because that's the zombie game I like playing the most. I ain't played a zombie game since State of Decay 2. I tried the other ones, they're not that good. State of Decay is the best zombie game on the market. You said they picked a bad time for Final Fantasy games on Xbox? Too much to play? Yeah, and they dropped Final Fantasy 16 today. That motherfucker shadow dropped today on Xbox. And it's like Square Enix. Nobody's looking for Final Fantasy no more. You ruined it. Like, I mean, there's still going to be plenty of people looking for Final Fantasy. That's not the case. It's just, come on now, bro. And at this time, right now, when Expedition 33 is in Game Pass to play, you think motherfuckers are going to look for Final Fantasy? Nah. That is not going to be the case for a while. Lies of Peace DLC just came out yesterday. I haven't even got back to Lies of P to play through the game to unlock the DLC because I have so much shit to play. And Lies of P is a game I've been looking forward to. There's so much shit for Xbox right now, and they're still dropping. You know that they talked about Silk Song coming out next year or later this year. You said State of Decay take a lot of your time. You played too much. I played hella State of Decay 2. I even played that bunk ass defense mode where you got like the tower defense mode that they put up. I played hellas of that shit when they launched it on State of Decay 2. I don't even know why. We just wanted to play State of Decay 2, so we went in there, defense mode. Come on now, bro. We're having a good old time playing that shit, and it wasn't even that good. It was the most repetitive gameplay you could possibly have, but we wanted to survive more rounds. So we start cooking the fuck up. We start making plans, formulating strategies, all for the tower defense mode. And it's like, come on now, bro. The Heartlands was a great story that they just added to State of Decay 2 after the years. And the Heartland was hella fucking good too. That's why I'm so looking for State of Decay 3. Nigga, I'm watching out for that shit. But they missed it. But this was definitely like an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 show. That motherfucker was good. That motherfucker was good. Ending it with Call of Duty like they did. I guess it deserved the spotlight. But like, damn. This is a good show. We have so much to talk about. Oh, we got so much upcoming games. But the fact that they was like, yeah, Silksong's coming out later this year. And I'm like, Xbox, Microsoft, you can't just say Silksong's coming out later this year and not give us a trailer. But they literally showed Silksong being played on that fucking tablet, bro. On that goddamn handheld. They're like, look, we're playing Silksong. You're not, you fucking bitches, bro. All the Hollow Knight fans are rampaging. They did get kind of confirmation that Silksong is coming out. Still no trailer. Still no release date. But the fucking handheld was playing the game. So you know it's playable, bro. You know it's real. And they still are teasing the fuck out of Silksong. This is like Half-Life 3. But the game is actually being created. You said it may not come out until 2026? Well, no. Sarah Bond said it's coming out later this year. With the handheld. Like, when the handheld comes out, Silksong is going to be playable. That's exactly what she said, word for word. That's exactly what she said, word for word. So, I don't know. If Silksong get delayed some more, I mean, I don't think people are going to be upset. But there's no goddamn way Silksong, guys, is one of the most anticipated games since GTA 6. And Microsoft themselves is teasing the fuck out of the game. They could have had Silksong on this stage. They definitely could have. But they're like, look, Silksong, we're playing it. You're not. And they glazed over the fact that they were playing Silksong in front of us. And they didn't give us any details. That shit is actually monumentous. That's when you know you're in control. When they could just be like, hey, bro, y'all remember Silksong? Yeah, bro, that motherfucker's coming eventually. Just wait on it. Really, Microsoft? They're too big-headed right now, bro. They're carrying gaming, and they know it. And I can't blame them, bro, because after this show, they're the ones showing that we have content. And they show that all the content is going to all the platforms. They literally are showing, like, yeah, this motherfucker going to PlayStation, it's going to Battle.net, it's going to Steam, it's going to Epic Games Store. You're going to be able to play these motherfucking games. You said it has to hit like Ori 2 did, or people be disappointed. I don't know. Silksong is so hyped now that, like, people might just be disappointed when it launched just because they can be. Because now what, like, after all these years and all these delays, what is Silksong now? It's a myth, bro. The fact that it actually comes out and exists, I think people are going to be underwhelmed no matter what. Because Silksong is just Hollow Knight 2. Like, people forget Silksong is Hollow Knight 2. It's not this mystical ass game. Hollow Knight 1 is good. I think Silksong is going to be just as good. But, like, the way Silksong has been, like, it transcended hype to a place where I don't think any game should ever be. Except GTA, because Take-Two is putting all their whole lifeline is in GTA. So you know that motherfucker got to be good. Silksong is an indie game, bro. They shouldn't have this much pressure on them. And I think that's why the game keep getting delayed. Because artists get scared. When a game is on the line, bro, they don't want to fumble this bag. They don't want to disappoint the fans. So I think that's why they delay the game. They're like, okay, we got to go hard. We got to put, they had to put their whole life into Silksong. And they probably shouldn't have to do that. Because it's literally just Hollow Knight 2. You said it missed the window to be what it's supposed to be. Yeah, it definitely did. But now it's in one of those realms, bro. Like, motherfuckers might be saying, like, we get GTA 6 before Silksong. That is how transcended the hype of Silksong has gotten. Like, it's gotten out of hand. That when Microsoft can literally just be like, hey, look, handheld with Silksong on it. Haha. Like, it's not. That's too powerful of a game. That you can't even touch yet. It's too powerful of a name of a game. That shit is crazy. The fact they didn't do shit with Halo in this theme, but they did say They have an OG franchise for like the 25th anniversary of Xbox. Like the OG franchise is gonna be there. Cause he said Fable's gonna be there. So I'm like, where the fuck was Halo? That mean the 25th anniversary showcase, whatever the fuck Microsoft does. I think that's next year. That Halo better, because they said the OGs are gonna be there. Forza's gonna be there. Fable's gonna be there. Gears is gonna be there. Yeah, he was alluding to Halo for sure, but it's like, why you say it like that, bro? Because we saw when all those Halo things that they showed off when they made Halo Studio is not 343 no more. Like, we seen it, we understand. Why'd you give us more? Just a little bit. The fact that he brought it up got me hyped for Halo again. Because he just like hinted at it just enough for me to be like, nigga, where the fuck Halo at now? Now I'm looking for Halo. I wasn't looking for Halo before he said that, but now I'm like, because I wanted more Halo Infinite DLC. We didn't get it. They put everything into multiplayer. That's fine. Halo Infinite's multiplayer is fun. I enjoy it when I did play it. But Halo Infinite story was hella good. That shit was hella good. And I want more of that story, and they just did not come back. I don't know what 343 did with the rest of the story, because it definitely felt like there was more to do on that Halo ring. But they didn't give it to us. And that disappointed the hell out of me, bro. Because I'm like, Halo Infinite definitely deserves more love. It came out and won Player's Choice Game of the Year. That motherfucker was out for like 4 days. That is how much Halo actually was good. But then motherfuckers talked down on it. Because they didn't like how simple the multiplayer was. Ruined the name of Halo. But they forgot that motherfucker launched to like critical success. Critical success. Halo Infinite was never a bad game. But now people kind of remember it as a bad game. And since that is the portrayal online, Microsoft is kind of like took that narrative to heart and was like, okay, Halo is in a bad space now. When it launched good, it launched way more than good. It did take a while because, you know, Craig and all that. Like, visually, it was kind of downgraded because they were pushing Xbox One and not Xbox Series X. But they cleaned all that up, bro. And it launched spectacular. Where the fuck is the rest of Halo Infinite? We don't got it. We don't got it. But it's 2 o'clock. I definitely need to eat food because I didn't eat today. I didn't eat today. I was too hyped. I made some videos, did some laundry. I need to go eat some food. So I'm in the stream right here. Make sure to like button, subscribe. What demo came out today? They said a demo came out for one of the games they showed. I need to go find that bitch. Hopefully the store is updated. Because I need to go find that demo and play it because I'm hyped as hell. So make sure to like button, subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Which I'm probably going to stream tomorrow. Who knows? You said you think they saving the rest of the story for the streamline game? But I like the open world Halo. It was actually pretty good. And it wasn't too open that it felt big as shit. Like it was a sizable open world, but it didn't feel like outrageously big where like you have to travel for hellas. Like it didn't feel like that. And I think that's why I enjoyed it. Like you could walk around in the Halo world. Like Halo Infinite is like open world and it feels good. It feels good. It feels like walking around in Skyrim or some shit. Like you can find some shit, you can see some shit, you can do some shit. There's plenty of battle. But they kind of just dropped it to the wayside. I guess the experimental Halo Infinite didn't garner the attention they wanted. I think it garnered too much bad attention for them to want to keep putting in on it. But the multiplayer, they make money on that with micros, so they're going to keep supporting it. But I did want more Halo Infinite story, and it's kind of sad that we don't get it. But yeah, I'm in the stream. I'll see y'all in the next one.